The last part, right, remember always to do the live paint with your object. So this is a block of color that I'm going to have in my drawing. I'm going to make sure that I select it. And I can turn off the other layers. So let's say I'm just, now I got that. I can take that. Remember, live paint, make, and then I go to color and make sure that your window swatch layer is on. And it brings up my swatches. I'm going to drag that panel out so that's the main focus here. And then remember, I can open my swatch library. And like I said, this is like a wall element, so the last part is defining like a gradient. I want a gradient, and typically with walls, unless you're definitively doing like a pattern or something, I stick with like neutrality on walls, because this is nicely done. Just wow, are you? That's selecting there. It didn't make my live paint group. You got to make sure you click K and enter the live paint command. So it's entering a command to do an operation. K for live paint. Alright, I can begin coloring based on that. And again, you know, if we were going to do this in reality, this idea of the gradient, right, the way we simulate this is to, you know, if I had another wall coming this way in space, you know, I may want my gradient to come the other way, so I would need to essentially make my own gradient within that. Right, so to do that, right, I can define that under window gradient, hopefully here, window gradient, right, so here in my gradients, to make a new gradient, I can do either linear or radial. Radial is going to go from a point, linear is going to go from where I'm dragging, right, and then down here at the bottom is a color definition. So when I click on that point, it lets me define one part of that gradient, and then maybe in this case I only want 2 tones, right? So I drag that over, and I can double click and make that a different color as well. Salmon. And I can change how much or how little that is, because sometimes with wall color, right, it's really not about the color of the wall in most cases, unless it's meant to be the color of the wall, I should say. But you kind of want to just get some darkness to your edges. Now this is really about, you know, we always look at the corner. You see how the colors start to blend in the corners, right? So we're just trying to begin to add a little bit of style and effects, depth to our drawings with color. Using color for depth is really the key here.